Hmm. Okay, in the name of Allah, the most merciful and beneficent. Assalamu alaikum, and thank you so much, ICAZ, for giving me a chance to present with the topic Calotropis procera bestows ameliorating effect on the mechanically inserted sciatic nerve in a mouse model of peripheral nerve injury. I am Shamaila Zafar, PhD scholar from Department of Physiology, Government College University, Faisalabad. As we know that the nervous system being a controller and coordinator of all the bodily functions, any kind of interruption in any parts of can result in the loss of the bodily functions. Particularly if you talk about the peripheral nervous system, which comprise of the long distant bundles of axons and innervating the target tissues or muscles. So any kind of interruption in this in these tracts result in the denervation of the muscles, which, and if it persists for a long time, it leads to the muscular atrophy. Although nerves have capability to regenerate itself, yet this process is too much time taking that to accomplish that it result uh, in the irreversible irreversible revival of the target organ or muscles. So there are so many causes as a result of which peripheral nerve injuries develop, like road accidents, sudden bomb blasts, sudden falls, lacerations, and which result in the compression and restoration of the nerves. Even in some kind of endogenous diseases like presence of tumors, which is the pressure on the nearby nerve can lead to its injury and loss of functions. If we talk about say therapeutic interventions, and most commonly surgery is the surgery is required, yet it doesn't ensure the 100% recovery even after surgery. Moreover, different symptomatic therapies have been given to heal the relevant issues like inflammation or pain, etc. Yet, if we talk about any agent or any drug that particularly accelerate the functional recovery after nerve injury by speeding up the process of regeneration to re-innervate the distal organ or muscles, then the answer is still no. Although researchers are continually working on this aspect, yet we don't have even a single agent available which targetly affect or speeding up this nerve regeneration. So plants are already well reported for their role in healing a lot of injuries. So Calotropis in dealing a lot of injuries and diseases. So Calotropis procera is among such plants which have very effective constituents and having potential to heal a long a list of diseases. Like it has well reported role as an antimicrobial, antioxidant, anti-malarial agents. It also has been reported to have anti-inflammatory and anti-nociceptive effects. So based on the or its well reported effects in different aspects, if we talk about its role in recurring the nerve injuries or in speeding up the nerve regeneration and increasing the rate of recovery after such kind of peripheral nerve injuries, then there is no even a single study available discussing about this aspect of this aspect. So we decided to design a study to find out its role in accelerating the functional recovery after peripheral nerve injury. For this purpose, we used an animal model of in which sciatic nerve injury was induced in the sciatic nerve of the hind of one of the hind limb. And for this, we took albino mice, adult healthy albino mice, and divided them equally into two groups, and induced this injury. And after we performed different behavioral parameters both before and after nerve injury induction. We did food intake and weight analysis to find its role, to find and to compare the effect of incorporating the treatment like this plant in the food and animal behavior and animal behavioral changes by due to the addition of this plant in the food. So we performed the walking track analysis and grip strength to figure out the extent of recovery in motor functions, And similarly, we performed pinprick and hot plate test, which are particularly representing the sensory function restoration in both groups. We also performed different, at the end of the study, we take out the serum samples and perform different oxidative stress markers like turbulent external capacity and toss and activity of the aryl estrane and pyroxenase enzymes. And this is the timeline which we follow in the whole study, like for conducting the different parameters both before and after energy reduction. Now come towards the results. The results of body mass and food intake clearly shows that the incorporated plant material in the animal's diet did not change the animal behavior or animal eating pattern due to this addition. Because both in body weight analysis, animals grow in the normal way as they grow under ordinary conditions in both groups. Similarly, after their diet intake pattern mm, was also appear to be non-significant on all time points. If we talk about its motor functional recovery, the analysis of the grip strength clearly shows that the treated group have shown highly significant improvement on day 9 and even on day 9 and day 12 as compared to the control. And similarly, the SFI, which is showing the static functional index, we found very significantly improved value of SFI in on day 6 and day 9 in the treated group. Basically, the static functional index is the main indicator showing the animal hind parts moving towards its normal position. Sensory functional restoration as assessed by the paw withdrawal latency from the horse surface and as a result of pricking the skin and by pain. So there's we found very significantly in earlier power withdrawal in animals treated with this plant as compared to control, and similarly the pinprick score was found to be fully functional in the treated group as compared to control. The findings of our biochemical analysis shows that highly increased value of TAG in treatment group and reduced value of TOS, that is reduction in the total oxidant status in the treated group. Similarly, we found comparatively increased activity of aryl estrane and pyroxenase in both in the treated group, which particularly indicates the the like the we particularly indicates the antioxidant effect of this plant in the treatment group. Concluding remarks. So from the results, it appears that the Calotropis could have a potential to accelerate the functional recovery following PNI, and the results of the oxidative stress parameters shows that this plant have the oxidative stress combating effect, and it can be assumed that this speedy recovery in the treated group may be due to the controlling the oxidative stress in the animals. So, from on the basis of these conclusions, it can be prospected that this plant should be completely characterized to identify the potent bioactive component, which were particularly playing the main role behind this potential, and moreover, the mechanistic elucidation to using the advanced technologies should be done to get favorably supportive data to consider these components for future drug development and preclinical study. That's all about my work. If you have any questions, you are most welcome. Thank you so much for your attention.